Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So 2025 is coming to an end, and this guy took it upon himself to talk about what women wear at the gym, but he wasn't prepared for the responses from people, to the point that his videos are now privated. Like, you can't see the video. So the video I'm going to show you is of a stitch. Anyway, let's get into a clip from his video.
I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
So he is saying that he has a lust issue, right? And because he has a lust issue, he thinks women should be covering up. Now, people started bringing up some of the photographs from his page, and he's like shirtless, okay? And people are like, hey, that's a hypocrite there. You don't have any problem being half naked in the gym, but you have a problem with women and what they wear to the gym because of your lustful issue, because of your lack of self-control, and so on and so forth. So it got a lot of people coming for him. If you have the discipline enough to show up at the gym every single day, you know, to get ripped, get shredded, get the body that you want, you should be able to have the discipline to control your lust. Because you know how hard it is for people to commit to going to the gym every single day of their lives to build glutes, leg muscles, six-pack, whatever it is for themselves. It takes a lot. So for you to be able to do that for yourself, you can have that same mentality when it comes to women. Okay, because they are not coming there for you. A few months ago, there was this man who gave women advice, and he said that if women are tired of being harassed when they go out in public, right, then they shouldn't be going out. They should stay home. Okay, so if you are, tired of seeing women, quote and unquote, dressing inappropriately to the gym because you can't control your lust, then maybe you should start working out from home. Are there any men-only gyms around? Are there any men-only gyms? I don't know about that, but are there any men-only gyms, like where only men go there to work out? Maybe you should look into that and start signing up for that if it's bothering you so much, okay? But one thing that I think we don't talk about, and I saw this lady talk about it under another guy's video who was also complaining about women and what they wear to the gym and all that. And I'm going to add that to the stitches. And she was talking about all these companies, who manufacture clothing for women for the gym. They are the ones that you should be shifting your focus to. They are the ones that you should be targeting and telling to stop creating such clothing for women for the gym. Anyway, let's get in.
And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person.
That man got on here and said, I struggle with lust. And because I struggle with lust and I have a hard time keeping my pants, they need to police the clothing that women are wearing to the gym. And if we were running the world like that, there would be no liquor stores. There would be no dispensaries, right? We might as well just let the child predators loose and get rid of all of the children because of the things we struggle with. Like, and he really thought he ate. And it was so many women sharing that. Pick me, pick me, pick me. He's going to pick y'all and cheat on y'all, okay? Just to let y'all know. Y'all want to be picked so badly by a man who's saying, I cannot control myself. So my behavior needs to be controlled by other people's action. Because I can't control myself, women should not be allowed to wear what they want to wear to the gym. That's a you problem, nigga. Maybe you need to go to an all-male gym. But then he didn't even just say specifically women. He said men too. Nigga, maybe you need to stay home and get you a home gym or something. Actually, you might need the police sitting outside of your door because I cannot trust anything that you're doing once you step outside of your home. Because if you're at the movie theaters, what's going on? If you go to the club, what is happening? Mr. I struggle with lust. Like damn near, are you Ted Bundy or something? Like, what the fuck?
I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
No hate to this creator at all. I just see a few flaws. Number one, for me, you talked about how you struggle with lust and you don't want to go to the gym seeing women butt naked. You struggling with lust is your own problem, and it's not up to women to change what they're wearing so then you aren't faced with lusting over them. You struggling with that is your responsibility to fix, not anyone else's, especially not a woman. That is your problem. And, you could say it's disrespectful to be naked in front of people, whatever. But it is not their responsibility to say, he struggles with lust, let me put more clothes on. I also don't care that this guy has his profile pic as a shirtless picture. Again, live your best life, you do you. But I feel as though if a woman had a shirt with like a bra on or something like that, it would also be a problem. So I just think the double standard is a bit crazy. And I think the same goes with the male loneliness epidemic and us saying it's basically women's responsibility and that's why men are lonely, because of women, instead of just holding men accountable. So I just think we need to look at the double standards before maybe we share or give our opinion.
Person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits.
But here's what I want to say. Why is it always a woman's responsibility to keep a man in check? There are addicts out here that still have to go to the grocery store, still might have to go to the convenience store and pass liquor. There are people who have problems with food who still have to eat. What I'm saying is that is on you. If you cannot control yourself, that's a you issue. It's not the women's issue in the gym. That's a you issue. You have to stop looking outward. You have to start looking inward to understand things that are going on within you. We all struggle with lust. Well, no. Let me roll that back. We all like to look at the opposite sex. I think that's just what normal. But it's when you're walking around with your eyes bulging out of your head and your tongue on the ground that it becomes a problem. You're going to the gym to work out, not look at booties or tits. The onus is on you, sir, not a woman. I don't know why men always feel like it's our responsibility. It's our responsibility to stop grape. It's our responsibility to stop DV. It's our responsibility for this. It's our responsibility for that. Where's your responsibility? Are you just free of all responsibility? And then when we pick the bear, you get mad. I wonder why we do that.
The modest gym clothes discussion has been on my timeline like crazy. I had to come on as a seasoned gym girly and give my 2 cents because I do have something to say. Now, I get it. People are saying like girls be in the gym wearing like very revealing clothes, and some girls absolutely do. I personally attend a non-black gym, and the girlies come in there pretty much dressed the same way as the girls do, and I don't really see them talking about this like that. So it's kind of actually irritating me a little bit. The number one thing that I want to bring to this conversation is the fact that there are not a lot of brands that make gym clothes for curvy women. If you have a little bit of muscle, a little bit of leg, a little bit of butt, good luck finding a modest, cute, comfortable pair of leggings or shorts that you feel comfortable in, because likely you're not going to be able to find any. And I'm talking about Lulu, Aloe, Nike, Adidas, Puma, all of them. They do not make clothes for curvy girls. Also, too, keep in mind what's very trendy right now: seamless this, seamless that, seamless this. So yeah, your coochie print is going to be in the damn gym because there ain't no seam, because all the brands are making it for girls who don't have much body. Not to mention, sizing is always a problem for black women in particular. A small is not a small, a medium is not a medium, a large is not a large, so on and so forth. So while I get what everybody is saying, it's really not so black and white, and I really don't like it that people are coming for girls who are in the gym who really are just in there a lot of times just trying to work out. Yes, my gym outfit is very important because when you look good, you work out so much better. But I can guarantee you a lot of women are not in the gym looking for attention. Not a real gym girly who's really working out. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Whatever. Y'all say what y'all want to say.
Sorry, my coochie print showing. It ain't my fault.
We need dress codes in the gym ASAP. I'm tired of walking into the gym and I can't.
What a great idea. You know, you could go buy your own gym and make your very own dress code.
I personally struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
So you believe in being raw, real, and relatable. Okay. You said a lot in that video when you could have just said you lack self-control and think that women need to conform to the standards that you think women should be. By the way, is that you? Just pointing out your hypocrisy.
So I seen this video, this guy said, can we please set dress codes for the gym? He tired of seeing half-naked men and women walking around. He said it feels like he in a nightclub. I made a video about this before, but gym clothes were never meant to be conservative. They just weren't. My thing is, gym clothing has always been slightly revealing. It's always been that way. No matter what era or decade you're talking about, gym clothes have always been revealing. And trying to compare gym fits to what they look like in the club, honestly, the people in the gym are a little bit more conservative. They're a little bit more covered up than the people I see outside. Outside, you see straight bare ass of motherfuckers that's out of shape, that don't look good at all, and they just be pure naked walking amongst children. They don't give a fuck. Where at least in the gym, they in shape. At least they working out, trying to be productive, trying to do something, make themselves look better, try to instill their confidence, you feel me? Like, at this point, we just gonna have to get past the whole gym clothes thing. Like, get the fuck over it, bro. Like, at this point, look, the ladies gonna wear what they want to wear, the fellas gonna wear what they want to wear in the gym. Now, do I think there should be some type of decorum? Yeah. Now, obviously, if you got, like, if it's showing too much, now you know. I think everybody knows that when it goes overboard. But the shit that I see in the gym on a day-to-day basis, man, it ain't even that bad, bro. It's really not. We see worse walking around outside on a day-to-day basis. What they got on in the gym is conservative based upon what the fuck people be wearing outside. And outside it's worse because, like I said, they are out of shape. They look terrible. It's just nasty. At least in the gym, they in shape. And they look good. And they look good. And people look good. I don't know.
Every 3 to 5 business months, y'all come on here with the same insane argument about what you believe women should be wearing to the gym.
Struggle with lust. And as someone who's trying to overcome my lust so I can become a better person, I don't want to go into the gym to work out and see ass and tits in my face.
You're not struggling with lust. You're struggling with self-control. I don't know why y'all make it seem like lust is a gendered experience. Like it's not a universal feeling that quite literally most people, if not everyone, experiences in their lifetime. Women experience lust as well. It just doesn't have to be an inappropriate experience. You know what I'm saying? You can see someone that you think is attractive in whatever way and move on. Like, it's that simple. And I know we live in a society where men think that we need to prioritize their level of comfort, but this is an idea. If you lack self-control, don't come outside. Instead of trying to tell women what they should and should not be wearing to the gym, why don't you just stay in the house? I actually think that people who lack self-control should stay in the house in general. Outside of this conversation, if you can't control yourself, you shouldn't leave the home. How about that? Now let's wrap this conversation up as fast as it started, please.
And you know one thing, all of this could have been avoided, right? If he just stopped at, I have a last problem. Solved. Your problem is solved. Your problem is that you have a last problem. It has nothing to do with anybody else at the gym and what they are wearing. Your problem is the last problem. Okay? Your problem is the lack of discipline. Your problem is not external, it's internal. Your problem is looking at you in the mirror. The problem is you. And if you could have just stopped for a second and just let that sit with you and spoken to yourself and held yourself accountable that, hey, maybe it's because of this last problem. That's the reason why I'm seeing certain things the way I see them. Okay? Because would it change if, for instance, if I go scrolling on the internet and I see all these women who are half naked, quote and unquote, wearing bikinis and so on and so on? Does it change? No, it doesn't. So it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the women or men I'm seeing in the gym. It has everything to do with the fact that I personally have a lust problem. Done. And it's nobody else's fault. And it's not up to anybody else to help me solve my last problem. It's up to me. That is you holding yourself accountable. Now, what am I going to do to solve this problem? Will I continue to go to the gym to challenge myself when I see all these people wearing these things that trigger certain things within me, to try and focus and remain disciplined the same way I am disciplined while I am going to the gym? Or am I going to make it their problem? Now, if they did cover up every day, will it stop me from feeling the way I feel? If I stop going to the gym, will it stop me from feeling the way I feel? If I maybe started working out from home, will it stop it? No, because I still have my phone. And I'll go to certain places and watch certain things still. So the problem still remains. So yes, it has nothing to do with anybody else and everything to do with me. And that's what accountability look like. And sometimes the inner work and the inner conversations look like. You sit down and you talk to yourself before you pick up your camera. And you start filming. And you start saying all these things. So you don't end up having to private your account. Your face plastered everywhere. Now you're going to certain places and everybody is looking at you side-eye. Oh, there goes that guy that has the last issues. Now, if you have nieces and nephews and you are going to their houses, their moms are looking at you side-eye. You're going to be that uncle that when you're coming to the house, they are telling their daughters to go cover up because you have a lust issue. And you've admitted it in public, in front of everybody. You see how your problem is becoming bigger? Yes, all because you refuse to take accountability. You refuse to do the work with yourself in private. You decided to make it other people's problems instead of your problem. And that is the problem. Not everybody else, you. That's it. That's it. So before you start projecting your issues on people, sometimes take a few steps back, sit down, get a glass of wine, talk to yourself a bit, see what you can do. Should I go and sit in front of someone and start talking? Do I need help? Is it getting out of hand? These are some of the things you're supposed to do. But anyway, that's just my humble take and opinion. I'm going to leave it here. You leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll see you again in another video. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.